Did you work on that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, did you produce this?
Yes, I was part of the production team.
Oh.
It was produced by in studio.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Now take me through it. So what? These all these musicians. Okay. Now let's stay on the song.
Yeah. Okay. Shasha Mali is somebody that I've known since 1985.
Ah.
He was introduced to me by Nana Nkrumah.
Ah, the drummer.
Bob Bonnie is my senior. So one day...
Nana Nkrumah is your senior?
Oh yes, your senior. Oh. My respect. In fact, in this industry, I was birthed in the industry through the hands of Nana Nkrumah and the Kwesi Obo.
Wow. Oh, the late Kwesi Obo. Okay. Nana Nkrumah, you know, he grooms the instrument children. Yeah. Amazing gentleman.
Because the late Kwesi Obo and then Mr. Francis Kwachi.
Okay.
I passed through them. So Somali in 2001, myself, Kafuide.
Yes, Rascal.
Then Don Waxy. We are people who produce this in Fredima Studios at Arabaka here. So Kafuide was on keyboards. I was sitting in front of the computer. All the arrangements, right. I did all the arrangements. Mr. Somali giving us the vibes. And then my assistant was Odamten called Waxy.
Okay.
It was a sound engineer that I trained after GQ before Apietus.
Okay.
So I was part of the album, the whole album.
Okay.
So if you look at the back of the album, Shashamali gave me the credit.
Okay. Now with this song right here, when it came out, it had a lot of people. There was a lot of buzz around this song.
Yes,
and when you were recording it, when he came singing the song Mata Mata, what was your initial reaction?
We all marveled, At that time, Kafuide was working with this station around Accra Girls.
Okay. Was it Sunshine?
Choice. Yeah, Choice.
Choice
there for me, that's right. So when he closed from work, we started work around 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Then we closed around 2
a.m.
So it took about 10 days to program. I think it was about 10
to work on the album.
Yeah, I worked on the album, and then we took it to Mr. Kwachi's place, Kla Studio, around Namachi area at Abeka. It was a new opening studio, and then he took the mastering to Jamaica and then the USA through the effort of Isaac Hayes.
Okay.
Yeah, to master them there.
Isaac Hayes, the legend.
Yeah, the legend. Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
No, so this album there, it was produced from Fredima Studios.
Oh wow! Congratulations. Wait. Okay, but let's begin with your music journey. Yeah, you are my senior, big senior.
Yeah, I'm for
senior Prempeh College. Now, recently, I saw a video of a pastor. I think he was preaching. This huge congregation. He said, "You young girls, for boy, I want to go school at Prempeh College." And I was super proud.
Yeah, for this.
You completed Prempeh College.
Yes.
Then what?
Okay, so my music journey started from Agogo. Asante. I come from Agogo.
Was this before Prempeh College?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Before Prempeh College. As we come to my family, we were born into the Presbyterian faith. My grandfather, Nana Asiedu, was a trumpeter at the Agogo, Ebenezer Presby Church, from the 1920s to 1983, May, when he died. And my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, Nana Kyei Mensah, was the chief of Agogo from 1935 to 1958.
Okay.
A classmate to
1975 to
1935.
Ah.
The 30s to 1958.
Right.
He was a classmate to Osajima Prempeh.
Okay.
The second, a very, very, very good friend. So I understand the day that Prempeh College was supposed to be open on that day, it was the 7th of February 1949. My father, as a young boy, was in the school. And my grandfather...
So they were the pioneers?
Yes. My father didn't attend Prempeh College, but he was there when...
the opening.
Yes. So my grandfather said, generations of his will attend Prempeh College in his school.
Oh, okay.
If you come to my house, you have about 20, 30. My second born finished Prempeh College in 2014.
Okay.
Papa said he was in Jibeg House. I was in Pearson House.
Oh, you were in, okay.
Yeah, so
I was at OT.
OT.
Yeah, I was at the same because my father...
Danny Hall. So Charlie,
yeah, very, very close. Very close. Well, my father was at OT as well. He was a housemaster, house prefect.
Oh, that's nice of you.
At OT, yes. So,
okay, so
he insisted that I go to OT. So.
Yes, so I started writing the Common Entrance from 1977. I attended Royal International School just behind the Kumasi Sports Stadium. So I got accustomed to a lot of the footballers between 1973 and 74, the Chenchehines, the Razaks, the Pukofi. We were ball boys. A classmate of mine in Ketia, his father was the manager of Kumasi Sports Stadium. So I witnessed a lot of sports activities between 1973 to the time I led Royal International School. So I started writing the common trans. But there was a teacher who was teaching at Royal International. It's called Mr. Kyei Mensah. May he rest in peace. He had a third eye. So he told me, Charlie, catch me in school. I had a crash, in the classroom. The girl went to Achimota School, so I wanted to follow her. And then the owner of Ambassador Records, Mr. Udru Badu, his daughter was my classmate, Rosina, where very, very great.
Ambassador Records was on the edge of the road, eh?
Yeah, kind of again.
Ambassador Records?
Yeah, Records. So my first experience in the studio was around 1975 when I visited Ambassador Records. At that time, my father was working at the GNTC, so when it was getting to Christmas, that's where most of the recordings, in terms of the, what we call them?
Vinyls.
Yes, vinyls. These ones. That's where they were produced from here and then phonogram. So
wait a minute. Which one is this? Is this the Santro?
This is Santro Free Band.
Ah, the new, is it the new album?
Yeah, they gave me a circulation. So I came here purposely to show the genesis of, so they were producing this kind of, and I happened to be in the, so when Dr. Kyei and the late Raf Kakari, they were recording. And later in life, I came in contact with Raf Kakari and then worked with them. So he asked me to go to private college. For instance, aside for the common entrance, I was top of my class. And I went to private college. So I went to private college. Met the likes of Dr. Matupupu Prempe.
Okay.
He had come from Tech. At that time, when we were writing the common entrance, the ages range from 11 to 14. So in our class, all of them were 11 years, 12 years. The rest were 13 and 14. So went to private college, and I joined the school choir.
Okay.
The school choir, we had the likes of Christian Amankwa. He's now the pastor at the Presbyterian Church around the Akropon area. So I joined the school choir. I was singing tenor. Dapo was singing alto.
Napo?
Yeah.
Yeah. With this voice?
Yes. No, Dapo could sing very well.
Oh, wow.
That's right. He was in Jubega, so he always called me, and then he goes. So I was in the school choir, and then Dominic Ansansari, Mido Studio. His father was our music tutor.
Mido,
Yeah, and Mido was my junior. So in order for me to learn the keyboard, I had to be a servant to him.
Okay.
So we were playing gigs around Patasi. There was a church there.
Right.
Was it I think, Lutheran Church.
Okay.
So after school on Sunday, we just go and play. We were having a small karaoke. I will carry it. And then we go to the Lutheran Church to play gigs. They will play us, and then. So I started learning the rudiments of keyboard. At that time, Premier College, if you go to our basement, if you go to the assembly hall, the basement, we had a piano there, and then one was at the extreme end of the assembly hall, and then a Hammond organ. Woe betides any student
who go and sit there to play.
So in terms of exposing us to the music fraternity, it wasn't. Because Obo is an old student of Premier College too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because Obo, who produced Amachi almost in the 70s. I mean, he was prolific in that area. I learned the rudiments of the keyboard, and normally I used to come to Accra to spend the holidays. And a cousin of mine, like Mr. Fretela, who used to work at Ghana Airways. I mean, he adopted me and then took care of me. So he had a small Casio keyboard. That's where my dexterity on the keyboard really started. So most of the things that I earned in the music industry, it was self-tuition. I taught myself.
Wow.
Yeah, bought books. I was a science student. Oh, Charlie, Form 4, me defense. Accra. When you could combine a lot of the bricks.
Well, he was my father's classmate.
Yes. So when you could Form 4 class, first term exams, I got first, and then the rest is history.
Wow. But did you see music at the end of the tunnel, thinking that, once I get out of school, it's music? I'm asking because back in the day, it was a big deal to attend such a school.
Yeah.
And coming out of the school, whatever you would do could be a lawyer, doctor, I mean, all the jobs. I mean, as a young man, whatever you be thinking of, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor. What were you thinking of earlier?
I wanted to be a medical doctor.
You wanted to be a medical doctor?
Yeah, because in our class, almost we had about 15 doctors.
Okay.
And then engineers, and we're class as well. If you go to the US, we have one of our classmates, Gerald Dav. I understand he's a neurosurgeon.
Oh, wow.
And then Dr. Derry Boahen. If you Google him now, the people who can mend faces is one of them. The Pro 2 is there. Dr. Kankam, all of them are there. But unfortunately, man proposes, but God disposes. After success form, there were a lot of problems because this story, I'm saying today, the day that I was writing my O-levels, that was the day my father and mother were divorcing.
Oh.
Yeah, so it affected me greatly through Form 5, this thing, you know. So I came, we finished this form, I came to Accra. Mr. Fretella then has been transferred to Düsseldorf as the manager. So he acquired a school for me in Germany, medical school. Actually, it's Kakakra. I mean, he was the person who had been able to lift the family image, and he was trying to help me. So the money that he was supposed to use to pay the fees, he said, okay, let's do business with it for a small time, and then at the end of the day, I can just go to the school. Unfortunately or fortunately, we work with Shell as a fuel station. So I was a fuel station manager.
You were a fuel attendant?
Yeah, no, I was a manager.
Oh, you managed it?
I was the youngest manager at Shell fuel station around 1989. Okay. That's the present day East Cantonment Pharmacy Circle here.
Oh, okay.
There was a Shell, before it was Tezeco.
Okay.
That was used to be called a £1 £1 station.
Right.
That was if you drive from Kumasi, Rex Cinema, that was the stop.
Right.
It was being converted from Texaco to Shell. So I was the manager there. And then through the effort, I was also transferred to Ring Road, just before the bus stop. There's a fuel station there. I managed there till on the 15th of January, 1996, that I had to abandon that course and then concentrate fully on my music. So the music, immediately after Form 5, that's where I started my sound engineering.
But you see, there is something about you that's so interesting. Your memory.
Yeah.
The way you keep records.
Yeah.
I mean, you're so quick with that, and the way it hits.
With so much
spontaneity. I mean, it comes just like that. Yeah, once you mention it, Fredima will tell you a date. Why are you so good with dates?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm shock. I mean, I remember in Agogo, in 1970, the whole of Agogo, they did exams for class 1 people, I top. Okay. So I was carrying shoulder high from Nagogo Hospital to the Chief's Palace. Charlie, I'll be here. So a teacher said, Charlie, my dad, just take him out of Agogo and then send him to Kumasi. So most of my education, I had them in Kumasi. But there is the history, from Form 1 to Form 3, history, I'm 99%. Everyone's 100.
100.
So it's there, that kind of.
That begs the question of music, sports. Back in the day, he was deemed Akoshifu Ejima. Right? And I remember, I mean, I suffered the same predicament where, there was a man, when I started working at a radio station, his name, I've never been shy to mention his name, Akwesi Milo. He attended Prepper College. Okay. The man saw me at a radio station and asked, now, what do you call Prepper College? Say, Brabe DJ. And also I said, who shared this? And I felt like, it's quite a low, a lower statement. How did family feel, and even yourself and other classmates?
Oh, myself, sometimes your hobby can become your profession. And that's what happened to me. Music was a hobby.
Right.
But I saw that, no, Charlie, so I even applied for Ghana Airways as a cabin crew attendant. We had the exams at Legon. I passed through, all right. We're supposed to go for Holland for this, and Rollins announced on the air that he's canceled that program. Yeah. Can we fly Ghana Airways? So my idea was to go and then later maybe go and be a pilot. But the Lord said, no, you go into the creative industry to discover a lot of talent. Right. So if you take me as a tree, my roots are firmly grounded. Right. And if you look at the branches, but 2 guys alone, JQ and Apietus, look at their hits. The whole Ghana, everybody is enjoying. From the fulcrum of what Kyei Mensah established. So God has a way of establishing, because if I hadn't come in, Ufibi will not be there, Dasibre Jamia will be there, the guys will KK Fosu, Samini as a student came into my studio, if you got memory, I mean, he said it. The likes of Reggie Zippy. Reggie Zippy has to go and, he wanted to go and sell his shirt at demonstration before you could come and record. I said, Reggie, come, I'll record for you for free. Oh, wow. So there are a lot of people who pass through me in terms of music, who are, benefiting from. So if I had gone to that place, so I'm saying that anywhere that the Lord puts you, brighten the corner where you are. Yeah. So I use the Subani name there.
Subani name there.
Also infiltrate into the music industry. And here am I, so proud. The likes of the Celestine Donkos, or Hima Messi, but she was doing a lot of sessions while she was a student at SDA at Kufuria. That's where Jamina, I discovered him and then did the original version of Kokoko. Yes.
Oh, so you recorded the Kokoko?
The Kokoko, I did the original
one. Album?
Yes, myself and Ruth Music Mr. Zick Taylor, he's dead. I did a whole album for Dasebe, and we were supposed to bring them out. And unfortunately, Mark, at that time, was also producing. So he took the song to Mark, and then they went to Zamal, and Zamal did an excellent job. Or they Zab, Senior, wherever you are, Charlie, salute to you. Yeah, that's right. So I played it in the form of Stitchy.
Yeah.
Then
I remember the previous edition.
So all these ones, Somali, Black Rasta, his first to do experience is from Fredima. As a student of KNUST, I gave me the first opportunity. Celestine Donko, her first to do experience. In fact, I bought, I don't know, please look, I bought a microphone and then.
Was it your first microphone?
Yeah, the microphone that I think it's my distance, if I can get it.
Right. Please try and bring it. So all of these good arts, all these artists were your product.
I've managed Miss Bell before.
Okay.
I've managed Miss Bell before, the year 2000. And this is, oh my God,
Wow.
Yeah, this is the microphone.
That was the very first microphone you used?
Yes, this microphone has produced a lot of voices.
Okay. This microphone right here.
Nancy voice. Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy mentioned that you recorded this very first studio session.
Nancy sang in this one. Ufriam Ponsan sang in this one. Celestine Donko sang in this one. Black Rasta sang in this one. And so this microphone, I've kept it for the last 30 years. Oh, the production level.
Don't you think you have to put together a museum?
In fact, had it not been the 3rd June disaster that destroyed a lot of my archival materials, Charlie, everything, I had everything. Everybody who comes to me.
Was it the rains?
The rains, yeah. Okay. Right. Everybody who comes to me, I'll document you. I had a video of Ufram Ponsa pounding my wife's fufu.
Wow.
Pierre's brushing his teeth. And the whole, I think I gave a Pierre's picture, but I don't know whether he's there. When I was training, he was playing, I think, behind a keyboard or so. All of them has a history of all.
Wow. Now take me through it. Let's start with Pierre's.
Yeah.
How did you find him?
Okay, so in 1990, there was a program on TV called Weekend Rendezvous.
Yeah.
Hosted by Mark Broderman.
Right.
So we had a group called Set Donko and the Soul Setters. I was playing the keyboards. They were singing. And we had a church around Palladium. Neil Anton Van der Poy was the MP, was a church elder. And then this guy, Chatalai, Josh Lai, was a singer. I was playing the keyboard. So that's where we were. Then there was a producer at GBC called Mr. Usu, just James Usu or something. He discovered us and then brought us on TV, 1990. That is 36 years ago. So on TV, here was I, Jose Donko, and then the brother of Pierre's. Unfortunately, he's dead. He was also on TV. Okay. Pierre's was a small boy at that time when we went to the house. So when he finished school, he said he wanted to learn sound engineering. I didn't teach him how to play the keyboards.
Okay.
He knew how to play the keyboards already. So my first student in the sound engineering department was JQ. Because I was in the same church with JQ. Resurrection Power and Living Bread.
Okay.
That's right. When daughters were launching their album in 1990, we were playing the keyboard.
Right.
I was there. So JQ had just finished his form. Then he told me that he wanted to learn the sound engineering. So I taught him for free.
Okay.
At that time, I had the opportunity of having 3 Atari computers. And for you to lay hands on Atari computers, So my base became the focal point for every musician who wanted to do music. We come there, do a program. At that time, the studios were the present day TV3, that's Ghana from.
Okay.
And then if you go to North Kaneshi, that is Elephant Walk, Kumasi Ambassador Hotel, then 1 or 2, Tasamwa, 2 also had. So there were no, and then Nana Boama also came, asked to do. So if you program at my studio, then we'll take you to all the various studios. Before CHM also came, I worked with Coxtamaklo and a whole lot of other guys. So my place became the programming point. To the extent that everybody was even programming my studio by a guy called Kofi Esel, whom I was working with. A lot of the sound engineers came there to program their songs. I worked with the likes of Samia Wani, Zamalet will come to the studio and also work. They will take them to CHM. So I trained JQ around 94, 95. And then I trained Tetewagzi from Achimota School, the one that I did with Somali. And then Apietu. So I was there when Apietu and the mother came that he wanted to learn the sound engineering. Okay, so the mother just brought Apietu to me, and then we started the journey. So when the mother was going, she gave me, I think, what's it, wine and some smokers that I should collect it. Yeah, and I want to be honest. You see, sometimes God has a way of opening people's up. Apietu was one guy whom I worked with, and I had a lot of experience in terms of. At that time, Kwame Yeboah was bustling. Kwame would come to my studio, come and work, jingles, and then he would go. So Apietu said he wanted to be like Kwame Yeboah because he knew how to play very, very well.
Okay.
That was very good using the Atari computer in terms of programming. So I had bought something that we call synchronizer because at that time, we had a digital Atari and then the analog tape that we record. So we had something that we call synchronizer that it syncs with the tape so that when you play on the computer, it will trigger the analog and then. So there was just a common switch that we needed to switch for it to, be in tune with the kind of program that we were using. We using something we call Notator and then Cubase. So anytime Kwame Yeboah will come, he'll come and record and then leave. We had to also go and rent that synchronizer. Then Apietu said, boss, why don't we click, just press the knob to the other side. We press the knob and then
it worked, like that.
We made money in 1997.
Wow.
Apietu came there in 1997.
Apietu loves money. I know that guy. He loves money.
We made money, and I thought, Charlie, Apietu was good. But I had a keyboard called M1 keyboard.
Right.
It was one of the most expensive. We were only 3 people having that one in Ghana here. Myself, Kojo Entry, and then Abiam Danso. Okay. Apietu is a person who would like to fiddle with certain things. So he was pressing the keyboard, and then the keyboard asked, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." But all the tones in it,
everything changed.
Charlie vanished. But so yes, rough. So I named him Oba the Selfo. Apietu, wherever you are, Charlie, your father is there.
He formatted
the whole thing. Charlie,
changed everything.
Hey. Oba the Selfo. And at that time, case frequency. Yeah. KKDR. Rest in peace. So say, Charlie, Fred, I need some of your, the guys that you are training to work with. So I had to take Apietu there, and then Apietu started working with case frequency. And that is where it was discovered more.
That's right.
That's right. That's why you met a lot of people. Used to do this. Those days, we were doing a lot of jingles. There are a lot of jingles that Angel Fetukeka, Shalai Pushwa, Cargo. I did all those kind of jingles. And then,
how are you getting all of those gigs?
Oh, Charlie, from Captain Boger, there's a guy called Captain Boger, and from other agencies, Nash Advertising, for instance, a lot of the farmland adverts, I was doing the voiceovers and a whole lot of things. And in the Fiera series, Kofi Addo also gave me a lot of Coral Range, a lot of jingles. So I made money from jingles a lot.
All of these monies, what did you do with them?
I took care of my children in terms of their school. They attended the best of the schools in Ghana. Christ the King, Primary College, University, and the whole lot of Achimota School. And then I was able to also build a house, help a lot of my classmates to also travel abroad. Wow. Yes. Wow. At least I have a place that I can lay my head. And that is fine enough. I've never traveled outside Ghana before.
You've never?
Never. The only plane aside from here to Kumasi and Tamale. People will promise, I'm afraid they don't call at the end of the day. But your life goes on. Yeah.
Was it by choice?
Or you tried, it didn't. Okay, so when I entered the music industry, I think my presence in the music industry was needed much. So most of the time I was engaged. But people asked that, they invite you. They didn't invite me. Yeah, they didn't invite me. So I've never traveled outside before. But life goes on. I'm okay. I've started in Ghana, built a lot of people around. I mean, when I see a lot of people applauding my services, it's okay for me.
So now if you get the opportunity,
I'll just go there and then just come back. Yeah, come back. But I cannot.
Even no African country?
Never. I've never traveled before.
Wow. Okay, I have a surprise for you. Let's see if do you like surprises?
Oh yes, I mean it do happen when Yeah, this is a Pietus. Yes, let them see them. This is a Pietus.
Oh my God. Look at him.
So this is almost 30 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, this picture, the key, I still have the keyboard stand. Yes. And then the M1 keyboard is what he was playing.
Right.
Yeah. And but
the one he formatted.
Yeah, the formatted. So this is a Pietus.
Look at Pietus and how he started doing his shirt.
The green shirt.
And look at his head. So all of a sudden, he's developed a pot belly.
In 1997. That's right. So 29 to 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So this was your studio?
Yeah, my studio at Adabraka, the one that got flooded.
Okay.
And I lost all this equipment. With the exception of the artwork that is there, the person that did it for me was a teacher at Ganata.
Okay.
Ofe. He's also dead. I only have that one. But all the rest of...
Everything.
Apart from the keyboard stand. That's what I'm still using in the studio. This keyboard stand is 30.
So you lost everything?
Yeah, I lost everything. And even lost my brother-in-law, who was also a student at Premier College. He was in Freeman House. My brother-in-law. Through that one.
It's a very unfortunate situation,
yeah,
but I do not want to remind you of all of these things. So it's your Pietus, man.
I like him for Ofifi and
that's him. Hey, unmute yourself, my friend. Look at you. What's it? There's about 2 nose. Pietus. You. Unmute yourself. Your boss is here. Unmute yourself. Can you hear me? Apia, can you hear me? Unfortunately, I can't hear you.
I can't see this.
Yeah. On the guy. Then Pietus.
They should tell you to.
Yeah. But we'll try and establish contacts with Pietus. Such a fantastic individual.
JQ too. So JQ and I, our first record was Susie and Matt.
Okay.
Yeah, we produced them in 1995-96 through us of old.
Do you remember the first recordings with Pietus?
Yes, Pietus. There was a work called Da Afia Dekadu.
Okay.
Yeah, from the Volta region. Yeah, she was the first. And there's a story between Pietus and Ufram Ponsa.
Okay.
So I had done the works for Ufram Ponsa, Odomrefi. And then that
it was the same Odomrefi. He went to record with Lumba.
Yeah. Odomrefi, Jenny Matthew, so yeah. So I had done this work for Ufram Ponsa, and unfortunately, Daddy Lumba didn't release it. So Ufram Ponsa came to do gospel song in my place. After training Pietus, I saw that Pietus was very good. So I asked Pietus for that Pietus should program one song for him. For instance, Debbie is your apprentice. But later in life, who gave Ufori all the hits?
All the hits.
Yeah, so the song that the builders. So Pietus actually is my man because his brother is my brother and my.
But you see, I trained him well. Abia.
Yes, hello.
Me training we the way Freddie Mahama.
Better me card the pa be yes and what eh.
And then I was okay.
So we need my dear person.
Oh my friend, shut up there. There who be there.
Okay.
Oh, who were two no ah.
Oh no.
And one na di Benjamin. And one na di Benjamin.
Delete.
The other Benjamin here. The other Benjamin here. Your father is here.
Eddie picture about my mouth, apart.
Now, picture, picture, no. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy the picture. Now, maybe have to do me social media. Oh. Charlie, congratulations, man. You've done so great. I have your boss here. He's just telling us about how you started. And about the for thank you very much for joining us. Sorry about that. I should have addressed you.
About the
I need to tell it.
But how was it? How was it working with Freddie Ma?
Charlie, I started in 97, so next year is 30 years.
Yes, you have to celebrate
it.
Wow.
Now, no independent squad, and I say, you have more time, mate.
Let's organize and see.
How was he? Was he a strict supervisor? Was he friendly? Was he a good teacher? Was he someone who would reprimand you when you made mistakes? How was he?
Obaba no panana my reset machine. Me still be at me style am pe. Na every so confront Kwame Yabua oh. I think that Kwame Yabua.
Yeah. Kwame had to come and set it for us. So, he was playing Megastar at that time. With the likes of Dan Grau, whose birthday is today.
Oh, today is Dan Grau's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh, happy birthday to me.
Yeah, Dan Grau, another great producer. Right. Yeah, so you were telling us about who he was.
Oh, manager, then I'm Hannah Gino. Oh, me Hannah no could me see a case sequence.
I'm here to so
But working with him, did you see yourself becoming the next big thing?
Oh, now I will share picture now. Now hope him.
Now hope him. What phone?
For me, this is what I the picture now.
What phone rough? Now let's scroll down. Let me see. California Panta in the level. Why had the belt? Yeah.
That's my
Well, look. Hey, no phone rough. Charlie. But you look like a good boy. Oh.
Charlie.
Oh, some of you are good boy.
I'm even Thierry.
Oh wow. No, but
one I did not see a yummy.
No, but Pia, there were a lot of producers in Ghana at the time. But why did you choose Fredima Studios? What led you there?
I think that my big brother, may he so rest in peace. His name is Kojo Echampo.
Yeah.
He knew Seth Donko. Who knew Fredima?
Okay.
I think they had done some song with Fredima then, and they went to introduce me. Because I said that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And my mother did not agree, but I said, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to be a musician.
Disappointed?
I'm not disappointed. Me my new baby. Me na me told you mama can't hear na hate.
But still, it's also a part of music, so it's fine. I mean,
yeah.
Non-lexical vocables also make music. Yeah. There's a who tone beat?
Give me tone beat.
Okay. But if Fredima wants to,
that's a beat that me tone the dada.
Oh, really? Oh, I see. Okay. So your boss is here. What would you want to tell him before we let you go?
Oh, I want to say God bless him for all he has done, because he's the one who taught me JQ and a few others. So God bless him, give him more life. And next year, because courtesy of him, God worked through him, I'll be 30 years in the industry.
Okay, we have to celebrate you know.
Yeah, 30 years in the industry.
Yeah, but speaking of celebration, do you think Fredima has been celebrated enough?
It can't be enough. Whatever they've done is not enough. He should be celebrated more.
Okay.
What stopped us from celebrating him? Nothing. We should appreciate people like him. Around that time, if he was not there, maybe there might not be Appetus.
It's true.
Or JQ, and that kind of thing. I don't know how many people he talk, but I know about JQ. I know about myself.
I don't know Kumakswale Jones. US. Better to Liberians, I train about 15 of them. Yeah. Maxwell, I don't know. Appear to say, I trained 15 Liberians.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they are all in the United States, you know, as a program.
We don't, it's quite unfortunate we don't tell our stories. The other time I came to you, when I was preparing you for the library, I was telling you why I was documenting that. Because we don't tell our stories enough. We don't even give... Oh, we'll do it. And take it easy. So you see, it goes through a certain process. Sometimes it may go for over a year. But we're celebrating 100 years of high life music. Our music, do you think we've done well enough for it? Now that a lot of young folks are even running away from high life music, you've been a great force in high life music. Do you think we've really done well by sustaining it?
I think, sir, the award organizers should put a certain price on high life.
Okay.
To create an interest for it.
Okay.
Because the way people fight to get the artist of the year and all that, the high life is the music that comes from Ghana. Same as Jamaica has reggae and dancehall, America has hip hop and all that. We have high life. If they put a certain price on it and say high life artist gets this or high life artist becomes this or blah blah, at the end of the day, the people will fight and do it.
Okay.
You know, to be recognized, to get that recognition. If you feel that awards for should take over.
Well, thank you very much. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Just about the sustenance. What about the musicians? Well, you've spoken about the award organizers and all these schemes. What about the musicians themselves? I mean, a lot of them are also running away from the genre.
I won't say they are running away. Most of them are actually playing it, but giving it a different name.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but of course they're running away from it. Because if I appear to...
It's not running away. You think, oh, boy, at the end, oh, yeah, no, maybe. Yeah, high life. Elements, yeah, high life. We say Afro pop. We say, no, Nigeria for Afro pop now is saturated. And even
the Nigerians are also doing high life. The Nigerians are doing high life.
Yeah, but they've given it a name and stuck to it. But Ghana, me buy not a high life, never boga high life, and a bar hip life, and a bar zone 2. I feel a lie. And then maybe we also have Afro pop, Afro beats. We should give it a name. I remember that they said that some time ago, said Ghanaian drill and high life is part of the Grammys now. I don't know what happened to it. You know, it's there. So what it is I do say, we should try and find a way to bring it back. If every artist says every year I'll do one high life song, it's a start.
Now, before I let you go, you're a producer. Why don't you put together a high life album? I don't think it won't be bad.
High life now. Easy.
Wow.
It has to be some conscious effort.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. There are a lot of questions. Sure. There are a lot of questions I want to ask you. Charlie, there's one question. Well, this interview is not about you. Do you still have an unreleased Daddy Lumba song?
I'm not going to answer that question.
All right, thank you very much. Get out. Uncle Fred.
Yeah, that was a big surprise. So appeared to surprise.
Yeah.
So I've been reminiscing life 30 years ago when he came. No, life is. You see, I take solace of the fact that I have 3 verses in the Bible that I always live on.
Right.
As a Presbyterian, trained. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 27 to 28. I say, when you have to do good to people, don't tell them to go and come when you have the good with you. I live by that principle, so I give freely. I mean, the guys of Bishop Mante, I train him, Canada, Snooki, 15 Liberians, Nigerians, and a whole lot of things. Not all of them. And then if you go to...
Do they come back?
Oh, some of them. Some of them come back.
Thank you.
But do you remember your last class 1 teacher? All students always
but I remember my class 5.
Yeah,
he wasn't my direct
when was the last time that you visited?
Oh, but I spoke to him.
And then did it flow?
I'm doing my best.
Okay, then that's
shout out to Mr. Foridonko.
That's nice.
Mr. Foridonko is in Kumasi. Such a humble gentleman. Very nice man.
That is nice of you.
In fact, he looked for me.
Yeah, and then Proverbs chapter 25 verse 17. Proverbs chapter 25 verse. Seldom set foot in your friend's house, so that they not be wary of you and get tired of you. Charlie,
Sure.
So sometimes, you have to. The last band on the list is Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11. That is under the sun. The race is not to the swift, or something to the wise.
Right.
But God, bring us all in terms of how we do ourselves. It's happening to us all. So I know that overtaking in life is really allowed.
Right.
Sometimes I feel very proud when I hear the hits from JQ, Features, only the 2 of them. And then I see the likes of songs that I was involved being played. And thank God, my son, Kyei Mensah,
yes,
it was
amazing.
He made all these appearances, all of them saw him, and then so this song, myself and Kofi B wrote it for him.
Kofi B?
Yeah.
The late
Kofi B.
Yeah.
I don't know. The song just comes right.
That's right.
Charlie, we've lost people.
Yeah.
That's a bit Jamna.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. His style of writing, I think we know get them. So this is my son. First song. I wrote it with Kofi B. Kofi B, rest in peace.
Oh, man. Wow.
Abraham said,
you just mentioned, well, for those of you who just heard the song, that's the son of Fredima. He's also known as Kyei Mensah.
No, say
Great gospel singer. I just love his
Oh, my son, just quite recently, because of how you see, somebody just invited me to the UK. He just came back, I think, 3 days ago.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Just spent 2 weeks there.
You've not been there. Your offspring
that's right.
are doing it. Speaking of songwriting and the skills, someone like Kofi B, just as you mentioned, amazing songwriter. Before he died, I was very close to him.
Yeah.
We were going to the same gym every day. You had challenges with the writing skills of Wendy Shea, which you.
Yeah, there was a very particular song, Charlie, but that man, the higher crown. Sometimes because of the true lies. Sometimes when you need to hype an artist, you meander your way through certain things for it just to have that kind of stuff.
For the sake of those who did not know and those who may have misconstrued the statement, if you can clear it so you don't...
No. It was just a gimmick that we put up together from the man,
Okay.
Yeah, it was something that we needed to project her in that way. Okay. We had to write something just to let the public feel how they feel about it. We're testing the pulse of the public to see how they feel about it. And I was contracted to do that kind of, my writing skills. And so there's nothing, no bad blood between when they have given her a lot of gigs, Every year, every new year, I give her a gig in my hometown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Yeah. But our music, we all know that, yes, we are struggling.
It's true.
Okay, it's not really up there.
Yeah.
I know that there are some extraordinary Ghanaians who are doing very well, doing a lot of stuff out there who may not even be projected down here. Recently, I encountered a Ghanaian who had won, in fact, a Grammy Award-winning gospel artist.
Wow.
Yes, I didn't even know that we had some great musicians out there like that.
Yeah.
What do you think we are lacking as an industry to market, especially?
It's the marketing.
Okay.
The marketing is a big problem. You see, we are some people, we fear to invest in the creative arts. People need quick investment in terms of they put in their money, they want to, reap in the next few days or months. And in music, it takes time. For instance, when my son was coming into the music fraternity after university, I told him I will give him 6 years before he can blow. oh, Daddy, that bay. I said, no, take your time. It takes time for people to consume and then be adapted to your environment. And this is what is really affecting the Ghanaian musician. If you look at the Ghanaian musician of old, my brother, be truthful to me. How many of the billboards do you see the old musicians there? Have you seen a billboard that they have added a billboard J. Adolfo now? Where is Anam Padu now? Where is the CK man? But their music lives on because if you go on Fridays for every party joint where they're playing live band, the live band is sustained by these people. Their music. Am I lying? Mare Chichi Nimidov from CK man is dead. And people are making money out of it. So there's systems and structures in Ghana. But if you look at me, I'm the, I always said I'm the Quincy Jones of Ghana. Yeah.
Do you get your royalty?
Well, what is?
None.
Right, I don't claim he said this.
Don't you get any?
For my 41 years, I have never collected a dime. One.
Okay. You see, it's very good you've mentioned this. You've never collected anything.
A dime.
Hold. Who is to blame?
Myself and then the society too.
Okay.
Myself.
Why
because I'm part of the generation.
Why do you blame yourself?
I blame myself because the system that we came to meet, if we had enforced certain laws, actually, our trade was considered to be for the vagabonds. To the extent that whenever we even go to perform for people, we are the last people to eat.
Right.
Sometimes you have bellies full.
Right.
The respect is not there. You play for somebody, instead of the person paying you just after, oh, you hear from me, then you have to call the person to beg. So the industry is the structure that was put. And also, I consider myself that Gamro or something of that sort. I'm staying at Pokwase, and one of the big people is being given 1,000 cedis or 500. The transfer from Pokwase to Gamro office, how much? So I will not even register with there. That's the problem.
You never registered?
The system that
if that's the case, how do you make it?
No, the system, no, Charlie boss. The copyright they have been part because the copyright, any kind of music that I do, if the person is going to register there, I have something mechanical rights and those things inside, but it's not being implemented, and that's the problem. So now no Ghanaian, go ask Satawali or any of that, whether they are enjoying from there. How much did they, the living legend, all of them, CK Man, by now, every weekend, every live band is playing his music. Where it was High School. I quite remember in 1978. That's the music that we celebrated the Christmas of 1978 with. I think maybe you were a year old or so. Because we had played the African Cup of Nations, Ghana had won. And that song was a hit. Once will be rest of us High School is dead. Now, to four, they were playing at Star Nightclub, Boston Nightclub. I could see them rehearsing around 1974, 75. Young man was living at Lobito. Right. So after school, Royal International, apart from Mankwetia, go and watch their rehearsals and all of them. APC is gone, Ajeku is gone. So now you know to say, where are they? This we have been enjoying. Elvis Presley has died almost 49 years ago. Still. He's even now making money more than when he was even alive. He has a museum. Right. Go and ask where the Nampadu guitar is. He's been buried in Kwao. So until that we are going for the Easter, that people will visit there. People don't even visit there. I told people that Lumba has died. Myself and Lumba, this is how we come across. I've known Lumba since 1982. As a student of primary college, he was also at Drabbing. Right. So I used to gallivant from there and then go to because my cousins were there. If you go to Drabbing, just in front of the Methodist church, the woman used to have choba the coast Lumiri. So I saw Lumba as a student. So the day that Ufuramponsa brought Lumba to my place, this lady is called Selena Ollins. I'm looking for Selena Ollins. Yeah, Michael Kumante asked me to come and see you because you will be the best person to lead me to her. So Selena, I was taking care of her. So I was playing the piano and then she was singing. That Lumba came there. Uncle Fred, this girl, when I finished producing that for Young Ponsens, Odomrefi, I will produce, and then Lumba produced. I'm gonna talk to you about all of these recordings and your experiences working with them, folks. Let's go for a quick commercial break. It's been amazing. It's been so nice having a chat with Fredima. We'll be right back. When we return, 0551-575757. Your messages are welcome and phone lines will be open so you can come in with your questions and all the comments. We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. It's prime time on Joy Prime. Welcome back. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the show. I'm really having a great time with producer extraordinaire, Mr. Fred Kyei Mensah, popularly known as Fredima. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
I'm not here alone. I'm here with the Boomsa Chairman, the original CLO.
Yeah, the
Chief
CLO.
Lifting
Officer.
Yeah.
You got it.
That's right. Welcome back. Guys, you're most welcome. If you can all start calling us, or you can also send your messages 0571-575757. And Mercury's going to read the messages. Merc, you can check on your screens if we have some of the messages. Fredima, welcome back.
Thank you.
Looking back at your younger self, which advice would you give that younger self?
Okay, so everybody should go and listen to OJ's song, My Open.
Okay.
That song should be the anthem for everyone who wants to start life, especially when you are going to Form 1. My Open school, no, all for the Mikobio. There are certain things. I have a story that I call it Yekomape. Quite so. So here comes 1983, during the farming. Light of Premier College, you didn't have any light. You had to pass through the 4B and pass through there and then go to Quadaso. You compare my Bantuma and then Quadaso. Because we want to go and buy Kokonte and something of that sort. So there's this lady who went there and then, had some rapport with there. Don't know, a classmate of mine had already gone there and she bounced the guy. So when I went there, I talked to the lady. So tell you, there,
Just like that.
So yeah, so there is an alley between some of the houses around the Roman Catholic Church around Quada. So, so we were there trying to caress her and then he said, my friend came and said, hey, we get it, we get it, guy. But no, that's all the things that we did, in our childhood that we wish that we had never done some. But all those are experiences. So OJ's song, people should listen to that song. All the life that one has to lead is embedded in that very song. So there are certain things, but as I told you, from the Presbyterian training that I had, I was that kind of soft type. So that's why I was able to stay with my wife for 37 solid years.
Oh, wow.
Military hospital years this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
During our childhood, yeah.
What is that one thing that you think Ghanaians don't know about you? That one thing no one knows about you.
Okay, they know the human aspect. Sometimes I create jokes on social media, but maybe my lifestyle in terms of what would I say? Maybe travel experience. People think that I have traveled when they come to my house, see my studio. They challenge from but it's something that I've told you I've never traveled outside Ghana before. Even my passport, it was only last year that a guy wanted to come and take me abroad, but things also went very bad. My passport, I haven't even gone to collect it. So people think that I've traveled before, but I've told them I've never traveled before. The last time I sat in a plane was when myself and Mimi did a program for Shatawale and in Tamale on the 29th of December 2013. We went with African Airlines.
Okay.
From that one, I've never traveled or sat in a plane before. That's right.
The way you keep there is there. The way you keep records, there be somewhere. Have you ever suffered a broken heart?
Broken heart, yes.
A lady broke your heart?
Yes. In 1988, trade fair. Trade fair. I mean, this lady had come to me. We did whatever you wanted to do. Then the previous day, I told her we were going to trade fair. At that time, there was no mobile phone. And she told me that, Charlie, on my house. So I went there and then I met a friend of mine. My friend was also dating her. So my friend told me at the trade fair, Charlie, he's waiting for his girlfriend. For the lady to only come to for him to introduce to me, Charlie, Fred, my girlfriend. And the lady saw me, Charlie. She said she wasn't going to urinate. If it is today, that house. So these are some of the experiences. And then, from there also, that's why I also saw my wife. And then we've been together for I mean, I like women with the backside,
That is also a chief lifting officer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
CL.
Yeah. No wonder JQ is his boy.
No, it's
and
not from
Affietus.
No, let me tell you, when we were in Premier College, one of the beautiful women who taught Miss Jungfo, where you are, one of the most beautiful women that we have had as a teacher, Miss Jungfo, beautiful. A great class. You go, I would join on blackboard at China. You know, on my channel, while we are students, I tell you go for classes.
Oh, wow.
So we wish. She
was your teacher.
Yeah, she and then Dr. Yuko Jote's wife, this young thing, very beautiful woman.
Mrs. Chair.
Yeah, Mrs. Chair. So we wanted to have those kind of women.
Mrs. Chair taught us English.
Yes, we wanted to also have those women when we grow up. Actually, we've enjoyed them, you know, 37 years for one woman.
So your wife is...
Oh, Charlie, she had that type. I won't, you know, sometimes. You know,
okay.
But I pictured them as and when I saw him. That's why I don't cheat or something of that sort. I mean, and I've never dated anybody in the industry to like, you buy or buy, you come into my studio for me to tell I love you, no.
You never dated any...
Yeah, because of the experience that I had from my father in Kumasi. I ended up living with stepmothers, and one of the most horrible things that I live in Kumasi.
I'm going to talk about that, but let's get to Koforidua and speak with Labi. Labi is on the phone. Hello, Labi. Good evening, and thank you very much for joining us. How are you?
Good evening, legend.
Yes, sir. Freddie Mensah here.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, Labi, please go ahead.
Please listen from the...
Good evening, Andy Dolce. How are you?
Very well, thank you, Labi.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
And I must commend the legendary Kyei Mensah for being such a great man. He's a hero. Ghana needs to celebrate such an idol. And this is what we will do until the past thing happened, because though he did this to me and he did this, blah, blah. I think that's big. This record nationally, and a monument would be a bad idea.
Right. Monument, okay.
For you to say that what you want, he has not seen it from being fire. So do you understand? Hello?
He's seen them all. He's
Can
seen
you
them
hear
all.
me?
Yes. It's not very audible, but I think
it's the network here. It's the network here.
I know, but thank you very much. I think I heard what you said. If you were, if it was clear enough, you mentioned that there must be a monument on your in your honor.
Yes, and so sometimes too, Charlie, I feel very sad about certain things. You know, I'm into politics too by my NPP people. For 8 years, none of them, when they were traveling, they never said, Freddie, you are being part of the creative industry. You took one cry, see what President Mahama has done to Rex Omar and then this thing. I'm jealous of it. Yes. The upgrade would be 8 years the creative industry in NPP. So I hope that maybe if Dr. Bawumia comes out, you implement it pains.
Are you going to vote?
Yeah, because the president travels out. He takes people around the creative industry. Yeah, I mean, we have somebody. We've seen somebody like me that I can discover talents for you, and then you showcase them. You know, I had a very good concept that I would go to the various schools. I just needed a van. Go to them, record Achimota School, one song, put them on the social media. All Achimota people in the world will.
True. Patronize.
Yes, patronize them as a pilot project. I send it to them. They've been sitting on there, and President Mahama is implementing it. The KOD is there, Rex Omar is there, Abla Gomashi is there, my NPP people, me, movement to Kwanda. There was not be as a sounding in our crowd. Program, they asked me if you come and fix and mix a keke. Never. And it pays.
Did you ever have the chance to meet with the ex-president? So
I hope, I think maybe if you are watching now, this guy, if you cry, when I lost my studio and I was supposed to collect a car from the Jubilee House, and when I simply, I never had that one. And so you sacrifice it for a party as a creative person. And you know, creativity, in terms of creative and tourism music, is a yardstick for us to grow. I have a lot of concepts, none of them. I was neglecting none of this thing that they call me. Ready, my come and even fix a wire to even get something to drop. So sometimes it pays, but still, you're into the politics.
In this case, are you going to vote for them again?
Oh, yeah, I'm with Dr. Bawumia, so there's no problem. Because I was birthed with it, I have been a part, 79, we were filing posters. I told you that I have a problem in 1979, the revolution. I was beaten at Rex Cinema. I told you this one. Yeah, I was going to watch 12, and then somebody put cigarette in my bag. I was nearly killed by the junta of the June 4.
Wow, I'm coming back to that. Let's get to Laboni and speak with Jersey. Hi, Laboni, welcome. Jersey, welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, please go ahead. You're on air.
please, I want to tell the Ghanaian musicians to give Uncle Fred a very big money. You shouldn't wait for him to. I mean, that's really for trouble. You.
This country, right?
So that's what you call to say, yo.
Like, let me say this before we go. In 2010, the population and housing census, the jingles, I did the jingles. Under President Mills. Up to now, I have 3,500. They haven't paid me for 16 years as a creative person. 16 years. And yeah, I have all the receipts. I've given it to Rex Omar to give it to President Mahama to present it. Sometimes you cry when they were counting people in Ghana. I did the jingle, for the information for it to go on. Now we can't crack up with 3,500. Even 16 years, I haven't been paid. 3,500. If you quantify it in terms of what do we call it?
Interest and
at least if they give me 350,000 francs, it's good. But I'm still there. So the creative people, as if. That's why I always say that I applaud President Mahama for the creative industry. Why are they all?
So now, if he calls you to join the party,
it's not joining the party.
No, I'm only asking. If he invites you,
for joining the party, I have my reservations
so
because of certain encounters that I had in 79 and 83. 83, because we are jubilating. It was here. And so that one is there.
Who was beating you?
The soldiers and a whole lot of things. My father, Spine, the Nedwa Sabre, is a founding member of the NPP.
1983.
83, yes, the Jua coup.
Okay.
The Jua coup.
Okay.
My father we were living at Freak Room, just behind the police station. And we have been surrounded by the Aloga.
Right.
So people went to report him that he's jubilating that the two Rollins. My father was beaten, he had a spine problem. He died 14 years.
But what has that got to do with President Mahama?
You're going to come again. No, you are saying that you aren't joining the party.
Okay.
So I have a reservation. But when the NDC was formed, as a fuel station manager, I supplied them with fuel on credit through Vincent Assise. I don't hate my mother is an NDC woman, so I don't have any problem with that. Going to join the party is a problem. Only if they call me to bring my ideas, I will bring my ideas. Yes. Because under President Mills that I had a contract. President Mills didn't discriminate.
Okay.
But because I was an NPP member, he knew that I could do it. Because he was even supposed to come to my studio and be a voice over President Mills in 2004. I waited that he didn't come. So when he came, he said, no, this guy is very good in terms of jingles. Let us give him the job. So I had a job, but they didn't pay me. They paid me, so it was left 50,500. I have said this severally. I've given some of the documents to Rex Omar to be given to the President Mahama.
For now, if let's say the Chief of Staff is watching,
yeah.
or President Mahama is watching. I know President Mahama watches us. Mr. Deborah.
I have appealed severally because I'm on Mr. Deborah's station, Power FM. I've been waiting for the past 8 years and 9 years. Yeah. So when it comes to the creative, I don't take my politics there. Yes, I'm neutral in the creatives because we come from different parties and then we join together to exhibit our craft. Just like the band. All the bands, we can't have NDC people playing one band. But at the end of the day, we join out together.
Well, that's fine. You've been on Power, but here, the president is watching, I know.
Yes, I have said this severally.
I know by now, you see, each night, especially on Wednesday evenings, the president tunes in to watch prime time. Yeah. And he loves Mercury's show as well. So now the president is watching.
Yeah, so we are celebrating Ghana's one. I have contributed that when there was population and housing on Kyei Mensah, my jingle, the information that I put in the jingle made people go and then be counted. So we've used that statistics to, run the country. And if I'm here,
what's your appeal to the president?
Yes, I'm appealing, Mr. President Mahama. I've been selling good things about you in terms of the creative industry. I'm a veteran also. Do something for me. The country owes me 3,500 and I've given the documents. They should pay me for that one.
You need your 3,500.
Yeah, it's good. You see, so that people can sacrifice. Do you know that the first room that Osajo for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah rented in Accra was Freddie Man Studios? Yeah,
where your studio?
Yes, that was the room that Dr. Nkrumah rented when he came to Accra in 1947-48. But you, that's why Freddie Man Studio, he flourished, and then everybody who came through is making it in the Ghana music industry. So we have history there. The government can go and buy the building, put something there, and then make it an attraction center. That this place was the place that President Nkrumah rented first.
Do you know? Look, it's a very good.
Look, I've said this since time immemorial. Just
few weeks ago, I was in Zanzibar. Now I went on Zanzibar and I visited a place called Stone Town. Stone Town, there is a museum Freddie Mercury studio. They say that was his birthplace. And they've turned the whole building into a museum.
Right.
People pay to go and watch his stuff. Down there, up there is a hotel. Can you imagine? I mean, there's nothing really fascinating about all of a sudden the place has become commercial. It's a great call. And thank you very much for coming. I'm so grateful. Mikey, do you have messages?
Yes,
just
a lot of messages. We are pressed for time, but let's try and do a couple of messages. This one says, "Good evening, Annie Dosti. I'm Smart from Kwahu Obome. I like Mr. Freche a lot, and I'm not surprised if he says he's a shark. He was a shark then because he has high, high IQ. I guess that's what he was to say. Right. Hey, Joy Prime, I'm Miss Kid from Fawodzi. God bless you for your good works. You have really made an impact in the country. Who doesn't celebrate, a country that doesn't celebrate good legacy? Some of us have seen and heard your good works, and you will forever be our legend. Long live Daddy." Right. So a lot more messages coming in. This one says, he's senior Fred Kyei Mensah. Fine senior who knows so much more about everything Ghana entertainment. Senior. Kudos, Uncle Fred. Happy New Year, seniors.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Yeah, now I want you to give me your top 5 highlight musicians of all time.
Highlight musicians?
All time.
All time. Okay, Charlie. Abachi Dede is my uncle, so is there. CK Man is there. Okay. And I'm Purdue. Smartin Kansa.
3, 4.
Smartin Kansa. More. And then Ashanti Brothers, Ose Vasco.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I love him.
Now, Abachi Dede, Ose Vasco.
Nanam Purdue. Smartin Kansa. And then CK Man. These are mentioned CK Man.
I think you mentioned CK Man. Yes.
And the British Roro Body.
Well, Body Roro. Yeah, before you go, how do you want to be remembered? Any legacy you?
I don't want to be remembered as how Lumba has been remembered in Ghana here. I don't want that kind of confusion. I mean, the legacy that Lumba left, I feel we now begin to imbibe and then understand the lyrics. When I'm dead, there was one time a guy called Kyei Mensah. He, as a tree, look at the branches. It will forever flourish. The music will live on. I said, "No, maybe I've done some. It's a charge to keep that up." Asuzi da modo, what demi yimi nyamia ye, mi zi mi kra, udankwa, mami ma ose. So a charge to keep that we have in this country. On mine, indiscipline, adosun or mine. You more police for you more soldier for in the we should adore them, and then let's show love, beloved. As written in the Methodist book 444. Right. Beloved, let us down. And it's been nice talking to you. Pleasure.
Thank you very much for coming.
It is my wife and my children.
I think I have to invite you again.
Oh yes, you need to come.
So you tell me the story about the CDs. It's quite unfortunate that we went for the break and time wouldn't permit us even to pick more calls and read most of your messages. But it's been so nice and a great time with Fred Kyei Mensah. Mercury, thank you very much, as always, holding it down. My name is Andy Dosti. I sat in for your regular host, George Quay. He may be back same time next week. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great night.